Happy Thanksgiving Day Eve. I'm just finishing up Alton's morning walk. It's always one of the first tasks of the day because if I don't, he basically becomes a very pouty, clingy golden retriever. So it's just easier to get it done so then I can get to my other tasks. So on the first thing for today is going to be doing some more meal prep for Thanksgiving and a couple other tasks here in the morning before I sit down to get some work done in the office. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this video. I hope to have another fun day. Hope you're having a good day. I will check back in with you when I'm inside and getting settled for the next thing. Check out all these pretty leaves. Alton loves them. This is what we call letting him read the newspaper. So now that we're home from our walk, one thing I wanted to get going on early in the day was more preparation for Thanksgiving meal, specifically the stuffing. So what I'm doing is chopping the sausage that I cooked yesterday, and then I'm also going to be chopping up the onion and the celery. Basically, it's just really easy to put in a baggie, and then tomorrow when we're ready to put the stuffing together, all we have to do is just put it all in the pan. One thing that is also different about this Thanksgiving than last year is that I did not make any pies. For the past probably several, 5 years, maybe more, Andrew and I have made a pumpkin pie, at least 2, and an apple pie to take to family's dinner for Thanksgiving. And we didn't do that this year because we didn't go anywhere for Thanksgiving. And even though it was different, I'd have to say it was kind of nice just being able to focus on the main dishes. So I will link last year's Vlogmas where I did feature some of our pie making adventures. And if you want to check those videos out, you can. So let me just finish up this chopping here, and then we will make one of my favorite vegetable onion ranch dips. I have made this recipe so many times, I've somewhat perfected it. I don't even need to follow a recipe. I do have a video where I made this dressing where you can follow along in more detail. But basically it's just equal amounts mayonnaise and then sour cream. And I had a little bit left here in this container. And I do this nifty trick of taking my bamboo little tongs and I just press really hard to squeeze everything out, every last drop. I do that with the macaroni cheese packets too. So here I'm just combining everything, and then I add just a dash of white wine vinegar, lemon juice, that adds some nice acid. Again, you don't want too much because you don't want it to be too watery. And then I have this garlic oil. Andrew can't have garlic powder, but it is okay for him to have garlic oil. Then I add a little bit of celery seed. Celery seed is an interesting flavor. A little bit goes a long way. And then I also add some dough weed, which I love. And last but not least, of course, some onion powder. And how much you want your dip to be oniony is how much onion powder you add. I really do this to taste. And you saw I added just a little bit of salt. You don't need very much salt at all because all the seasonings really add a lot of flavor. So I decided I needed a little bit more dough weed. Mix that up again. And there you go. Put the lid on and stick it in the fridge. So it is later in the day, and I finished all my chopping. I just got out of the shower and I feel so much better. You should probably get used to seeing these sweatshirts on me. In the beginning of the pandemic, I bought 4 in all different colors. They're Hanes and they're off Amazon and they were like $8. And what I love about them is they have a nice low profile collar, and they're still pretty fuzzy, they haven't defuzzed. So I've taken athleisure wear to a whole new level during this pandemic. So yeah, I got all my Thanksgiving prep done. I still have a couple things I need to do. I need to finish the dishes. because I really want to have an empty dishwasher for tomorrow. So I'll probably wash a load tonight and then empty it first thing. I also want to set up our carving station. Well, I should say pre-carving. We are going to spatchcock our turkey, and that's where you cut out the backbone, backbone, I think, and then kind of butterfly it out. We lay it on our bed of stuffing, and we've done that a couple years now, and it turns out really good. And it cooks faster too, so that's what we're going to do, but it can get a little messy cutting it up while it's still raw. What else? Oh, and I want to change the sheets because clean me, now I want to have clean bedding. So right now, while it's still afternoon, it's like 3:30, I'm going to do some editing, and then that'll take us probably close to dinner time, unless I have time to fit in a couple of chores in between. So I will check in with you later when I'm done with my editing. Let's see, what time is it? 8:07. So it's 8:07 and we just finished with dinner, and we had some gaming time. See?
Oh, I have high confidence.
You can anything possible. You want to start watching the Crown tomorrow? But now, for the second time today, actually third if you count the robotic vacuuming, which by the way, I still have to rescue the shark from under the couch. So much for being a robot. We're constantly at war with Alton's hair. And then when Alton wants to be real feisty, he brings out his toys, which one of them was becoming unstuffed, and he's left crap all over the floor again. So I'm going to vacuum that up and then go do the dishes. And I still have to change the sheets and just do a little bit last minute prep for tomorrow. So I wish I could say I was going to be getting ready for bed soon, but I don't think I will be. So off to vacuum. Good boy. So while I did end up getting the sheets done that night and wash the dishes, one other thing I had to do on my to-do list was groom Alton. He has a few hot spots that need attending to, in addition to getting his ears cleaned. So while he's a pretty good sport, I wanted to just get it all done all at once. So what I'm doing right now is cleaning the hot spot on his elbow. And then what I'm going to end up doing is putting a sleeve on it so he won't lick on it and get it more irritated. Yeah. This is what we're going to get.
Oh, he has to get his fencing sleeve on?
Yep. Sit, please. Sit. Alton. Yes. Good boy. I just want to get it started before I paw. Shake. The actual sleeve is called a sutical, and I'll pop up a picture of what one looks like in case you might need one for your dog or cat. I don't know why cats couldn't wear one. But they're a great alternative to the cone. Alton does not do well at all with the cone. You put a cone on him and he basically just stands immobile. And if he's really anxious, starts drooling. So this has been a great alternative for us to help keep wounds covered that he has access to. And as you can see right now, I'm cleaning his ears. He's a golden retriever, and so he can tend to get dirty ears and ear infections. And right now I'm trying to really keep on top of it because we certainly don't want to have to go to the vet any more than absolutely necessary. He's gotten to be a pretty good sport about the ear cleaning. He doesn't love it, as I don't think most dogs do, but I'll put in a little bit of clip footage of what he does after the ear cleaning, as you can only imagine. But he's a pretty good boy. Come here. Yeah, it's okay, come on. Yeah. Well done. Can you sit? Yes. Good boy. Twas the night before... Oh wait, wrong holiday. Well, I feel about as prepared as I can be for tomorrow. You'd think, by the way I'm acting, we were cooking for a feast of many, but actually it's just going to be me and Andrew. But part of my anxiety comes from the fact that traditionally in years past, even when it's just been cooking for him and I, it is such a large amount of work on the day of Thanksgiving to prepare everything that by the time I sit down to have dinner, I'm so exhausted I can't even really enjoy it. And given that everything 2020 has been this year, I really don't want that to happen tomorrow. So I've done everything I could think to do to cut down as many extra steps as possible. So tomorrow the goal will be to wake up at our normal time, enjoy our day preparing, sit down to a nice meal, and then all I will have to do is scrape a couple dishes into the dishwasher and put the sides into the refrigerator. And I won't even worry about, portioning out for longer term storage. I will do that subsequent nights this week or weekend when we eat on them for leftovers. So that is the plan for tomorrow. As for today, I was pretty successful on my priorities. If you hear the pity pat of little feet, it's because Alton here, who I think has forgiven me for all the grooming I just did on him, wants his bedtime snack. So, little man, you will get it. I know it's past 10 o'clock. It's about 10:15. He knows when it's 10 o'clock because that is bedtime, that is snack time, and I swear he has a little watch on his paw that he knows. If you have animals, you probably experience the same thing. But I wanted to really make sure that I got everything off my list today, done or on my list, and I did. So that meant just a little bit later night. I am ending it here with a chocolate donut, one of my many food-related guilty pleasures. So I'm going to go ahead and close out today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment below, like, subscribe, all the things. And I will see you for the big turkey day tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Hope you are doing well. I hope you're safe. Be safe, stay safe, relax, enjoy. Have a great holiday, whatever that's going to be for you. And we will continue this Thanksgiving Festivus tomorrow. Okay, little man. You're up next.